going, everyone? Today we've got a Lotus Emira and I'm here with the owner, Johnny.
Hello.
So let's get into this. So what are the specs of the engine of this car?
It's a 400 brake horsepower V6. It's 3.5 litre and 420 newton meters of torque.
And is it supercharged?
It's a supercharged, yeah.
And what is the gearbox in it?
It's a 6-speed manual, the only one to buy.
What would be the weight of the car?
It's in around 1,400 kilograms, give or take.
And where would be the engine located?
It's right in the middle and it's a rear wheel drive.
God, it does not want to step out or anything. So how long have you owned this car for?
8 months.
And have you owned it from new?
Yes, brand new. I got it ordered spec from the factory. It's a first edition.
So obviously you spec'd it in this way, in this beautiful colour. What is the name of the colour?
It's Seneca Blue.
What else did you spec with it?
I got the yellow calipers on the brakes as well, and you can see the black roof as well. So that's your choices.
Yes, in the first edition.
Yeah.
And when did you put your order down for this?
So around 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years.
Were you one of the first people to probably put an order down when it just got announced?
I think so, yeah. It was early enough, yeah.
And did you put a deposit down before you put it?
I think it was £500, so quite a while ago. Yeah, and they held it for quite a long time.
So what made you choose a Lotus instead of a Audi R8 or a Jaguar F-Type?
Well, my first car was a Mini Cooper, so I became fascinated with light cars. So then I moved on to a Lotus Elise this is all when I was younger, and yeah, I just fell in love with the kind of lower power and lower weight kind of car. So yeah, it just seemed the right thing to buy another Lotus. So
since you've had a Lotus in the past, how have you found this compared to your previous Lotus?
It's a very different car. It's a lot more refined than the Elise. The Elise just had 2 seats and a steering wheel, and this has air conditioning and a touchscreen interface and many other things. So they're very, very different. The Elise had a lot lower power, which kind of makes me a bit more comfortable. You can kind of push it harder. This has 400 horsepower, so it's very, very different.
Oh my lord. What? No way, the grip. So how rare is this car?
I don't know the official stats and numbers, but I haven't actually seen another one on the road so far.
So since you've owned it for 8 months, how many miles have you put on the car?
200, would you believe? Just that, because I don't want to take it out in the rain. Yep. And it's been in storage, but now we have sunshine, it'll be out more.
Absolutely, the summer is coming.
It's here.
I mean, I'll be honest, the ride isn't actually as hard as I would have thought. It's not. No, it's not like horrible.
No,
so like
soft. Well, softish.
Soft enough. Like I don't. I mean, this wouldn't be too bad as a GT car sort of thing.
Your butt doesn't hurt.
Exactly. Since you are the first owner of this car, have you got any plans for the car?
I just intend to keep the car long term, keep it stored away, and just drive it on the nice days.
Get those 1,000 miles eventually, yeah?
I'm gonna get there soon. Yes. You wait and see.
Okay. Now, speaking about miles, what is the MPG like? I would imagine it's not the best for a V6 supercharged.
I think probably around 30 is probably what.
Really?
Getting. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm lying, 25.
Now, since it is a new car, what's the tax like on it?
Do I really have to tell you?
I mean, if you want to, if you feel like it.
Yeah, it's I think it's around 2,500 for the first year, and then it does go down to lower rates after that. And I think if you want to work out, I've done 200 miles in it over 8 months. You maybe want to work out the price per mile.
We'll have that here.
Woof. Yeah, let's not.
That's not enjoyable. I'm sure that hurts your wallet every time you have to pay that.
Let's not talk about it.
Now, since this has got Lotus engineering, does every vent on the car work?
Yes, every vent has a purpose. It's not just for looks.
Well, I think it adds a lot to it. Like the Voldemort nose definitely looks very good.
Well, I take that as a compliment.
Do you drive this as your daily?
So at 200 miles over 8 months, what do you think?
No.
Well, I work from home, so maybe it is.
True.
No, I don't. No, it's not my daily driver.
That would be a cool daily driver.
Daily driver's an A7 2011, which I'm very proud to say.
Now, what are the different drive modes in this car?
There is just track mode. No, I'm just kidding. There's regular driving, then there's sport, and then there's track. It increases the power as you go along on the powertrain, and also the stability control comes off.
Yeah. What mode do you keep it in a lot of the time?
You take a guess.
Well, I mean, you don't drive it too much, so I'd say race.
It's in sport. Yeah, we put it in sport.
What would be some of the quirks and features of this car?
Well, with the bonnet that doesn't open, there is the gear linkage is exposed inside as well. We have a rear boot enough for, I don't know, 2 or 3 bags of shopping as well.
I mean, that's decent enough.
Seats that move back and forward electronically, which is a very fancy feature.
For a Lotus, yes.
Yeah, maybe too fancy for my liking. And a touch screen, which I kind of bumble along the road trying to hit and get working. But yeah, There's lots of very modern features with it, and voice activation as well, which I get frustrated with. But yeah, one other thing is it has a e-brake and also has the rear calipers for the brake in the back.
Now it's time to rate the car. So, first one, Future Classic.
I think definitely going to be a future classic. It is obviously a Lotus, so it's a performance brand, and it's a beautiful car.
Yes, so what would you give that?
Ooh, I'm going to give it a 8. What do you think?
8. Good choice. I'll give that an 8.
The next question is it going to be a good daily? Now, you drove in the car, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's important to know.
Now, the thing is with it, it's a nice car to be in. Now, a lot of people have said that.
How practical is it?
Not practical.
Okay.
So that is the issue with it.
So, since you were the one who drove it, what do you think? Out of 10.
Very cramped. It's very small.
Okay. Much boot space?
Much boot space.
You can't fit any people in the boot, so I'm going to say that's going to rank pretty low.
Okay. Unlike your Mercedes.
Yeah. I would say it is not bad. No, actually, to be fair, it's probably a meh daily. But for the performance characteristics, you always have a car you can race in. Street racing is not legal.
Put it a 4.
I'll go 4, yeah. It's not bad, but it's not great. But the greatness comes from the performance. Does it hurt the wallet?
I think he reckoned 25 to 30 miles to the gallon.
But realistically, how's that? I'm going to say it's going to hurt the wallet. Yeah. I mean, if anything breaks, it's a Lotus. It's going to be expensive. What is the saying for Lotus? It's Lotus. What does it stand for?
Oh, again? Lots of trouble, usually serious.
Yeah, there we go. That's the answer. So I'm going to go with arm and a leg.
Arm and leg, so another 4.
Or should we go for trust fund?
We have to go for trust fund. It is a Lotus after all.
Yeah, it's going to be
so
expensive. Number 3.
Number 3.
We're going to rank it 3 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay, so the next one is fun. How fun is it?
Oh, it's so fun. It's I just found out the statistics are pretty similar to an old BMW M3. It's about now it has a V8.
Yeah.
Because it's about 4 seconds, 0 to 60.
Okay, yeah.
So it's pretty similar in that way. Really fun car. Oh my god, you could throw that thing in corners. It's really hard to drift that car for a rear-wheel drive car.
It's got huge tires,
Really sticky tires.
Yeah.
So it's really fun just to throw around the corners. It's a brilliant track car. So for me personally, because I was able to drive it, I would probably have to say an 8. Smiling never stops.
I agree.
So
From just having driven behind it, it just looked really, really fun and really good.
It sounds amazing. Even
Yeah, it really did.
The supercharger noise. Oh,
V6.
yes.
Perfect. So we rank at 23 out of 40, which is
57.5%.
So that's very good, actually.
Yes.
Because we rank very harshly. Do remember that.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go to the link in the description and go to our new podcast channel. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.